Hey vinyl community, it's Dwayne Rock and Doc here again with another YouTube video. This time we're going to look at some recent mail order stuff that I got in, starting off with a Canadian record label that I buy directly from called Wasted Wax Records. Got the latest reissue of Calgary horror punk hard rock band Forbidden Dimension, and this is just came out not too long ago. It's a reissue of It's a Morbid World, which was originally released in 2017 on CD. Now it's getting the vinyl treatment, and this band has been putting out a bunch of reissues over the last couple of years, reissuing all their older stuff that originally came out on either cassette or CD only. And again, more great artwork from the guitar player that's known as Jason Phoebes. His real name's Tommy Bagley, and he does all the artwork for their releases. Here's the front cover, lots of great looking artwork. More on the back. The inside jacket has more of his artwork, and then there's a collage of the band. So like I said, that one just came out, and they just took pre-orders for the next Forbidden Dimension album coming out. They started taking pre-orders for that on Halloween, and that's coming out sometime in December. It's going to be a double LP of two of their original CD only releases, Muchos Machos, and then there's a live album called, I think it's 13 Great Live. So looking forward to that. I've already got my pre-order in, and they're only doing a limited number of them. And with the next Forbidden Dimension release, the label is closing down. So right now they have a big sale on some of their older releases, and when I ordered this Forbidden Dimensions LP, I also ordered some other stuff that I from them that was on for really cheap. Got a bunch of things, well, not a bunch, 4 things that didn't know anything about. A couple of punk things, starting off with the Herd of Wasters, the album called Total Stinkers, and this was their debut album from 2016, and they're a punk band from Saskatoon. Another punk band, this time from Edmonton. This is their debut from 2021. The band is called Restrict, with We Are All Just Human. And this band features the guitarist from Dayglow Abortions and the bassist from SNFU. So another cheapie from Wasted Wax. And then I got a couple of metal things. The Midnight Gallows, Attack Warning Red, and they're kind of a spacey doom stoner rock duo from Regina. And I don't know if this is their only release or not. I couldn't find much information about these guys. And then another heavy metal thing. This is the 2020 release from this band is from Calgary, called Greybeard. The album's called Oracle, and it's got touches of death metal, black metal, and prog. But I haven't really had a chance to listen to any of this stuff. So looking forward to hearing this stuff. And when I pre-ordered the newest Forbidden Dimension, the double LP that I just talked about that's coming out, I ordered some more cheap stuff because the prices were really good. So if you're interested in any stuff, and you can even get some of the older Forbidden Dimensions LPs for about half price now. So just look it up on Google it. It's Wasted Wax Records, and they're in Canada. I think they're in Saskatchewan somewhere. Next up is a couple of things I got through Discogs from a seller in Germany. This band called Light of Darkness, it's just a self-titled. I'd never heard of them before. I was on YouTube and I saw it on. There's a guy that does a 70s hard rock page, and he always puts up different bands. And I heard it on there and I really liked it, so I went on Discogs to look for it. And I thought it would probably be worth a lot of money. But I actually found it from this guy in Germany for a reasonable price. I made an offer in this one and one other one that I'll show you, and he gave me a better price. And like I said, I don't know much about this band. I couldn't find a lot of information other than they're a little known Scottish band with a German drummer, although they're based out of Hamburg. And it's a hard rock, blues, kind of progressive rock, but it's really good. I really like this album. And it's, as far as I know, it's the only album they did, and they originally released it in 1970, and this is the 2000 reissue from a German reissue label that's no longer around called Second Battle Records, and even that's why I was surprised I got it so cheap. Is a lot of reissues on Second Battle, because they usually do them in fairly limited numbers, are quite expensive. I know I had a Crocodile album that I sold 5 years ago, I think it was, for like $200, and it was the reissue on Second Battle, because the originals of that go like for over $1,000. But anyways, really glad I found this for cheap. Well, cheaper. Light of Darkness, and it doesn't have much for artwork. It's kind of weird looking inner jacket. And then I picked up this one because he had it and he gave it to me for a reasonable price, and I've been meaning to get this one for a while. It's the band is an early 70s Australian bluesy hard rock outfit that were quite popular in Australia, but not too well known outside of Australia, called Coloured Balls. And this was a they just put this thing out recently, I believe, 2020, and it's a live album that took place at the Festival Hall in Melbourne in November 1972, and there's only three songs on it. Side one it's got one song that's like 14 minutes long, and then the other two are 10 and 5 minutes or something. But it's funny, right at the very end, near the end of near the last track, because they played a really short set. Apparently they came on after Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs, but the singer was saying at the very end that they had to quickly finish their set because the hall had to close down at a certain time, so they shut the evening out, I guess. And this band only lasted for 3 years, and they released 3 LPs while they were together, and then this came out, and another LP which was I forget what it's called, Last Supper, I think it's called, which was actually their first album that never got released. So it got released after they split up. And this is the first time that this album came out on vinyl. There's a picture of the band in the back and listing the 3 tracks. So I also got some stuff from another seller on Discogs. This guy was in Canada, but I'd seen this album on another YouTube channel that I watch regularly. Michael from Near Wild Heaven showed it on his channel, and he recommended it, and it looked like a really interesting record. So I figured I'd take a look and see if I could find one. And I actually found a Canadian seller on Discogs who was selling in Canadian dollars, which doesn't happen very often. Even most Canadian sellers sell in American dollars. But he was selling in Canadian dollars, and his prices were really good. I got this one, the one that I saw in Near Wild Heaven, the Insomniacs. It's called Out of It. And this is their debut from 1996, and they're a garage rock power pop band from New Jersey. And on Estrus, which is another label that I really like, there's a little picture of the guys in the back. But this fellow also had another album of theirs. This one's called Get Something Going. It's hard to read down here at the bottom. And this is actually their second album that came out in 2000. Another great album. I listened to a little bit of both of them. There's the back with the track listings. Again, on Estrus Records. Great label. I always love finding stuff from the Estrus label. And then I got a couple other things that he had. I figured, well, what the hell? His prices were really good. His postage was cheap. So I got this one because I didn't have it. Big Star, live in Memphis. There's the inner jacket's got a little write-up about the band and some pictures. And this is a double album recorded on their farewell U.S. tour when they were announced that they were splitting up. So they did a tour before they did that. And this was recorded in, what year was it? 1994 in Memphis. And there you have the track listing and the poster for the show. So glad I got that one. And then one of my favorite things, compilation albums. You know how much I love those. And this is the Teenage Shoutdown series, and I know they have a bunch more. I don't know exactly how many they have in the series, but this one's called Things Been Bad. And again, it's another compilation of obscure 60s garage bands. There's a little write-up on the back and some of the bands. Again, a bunch of bands I'm not familiar with. So glad to get another comp of obscurities. And then I got some stuff from Amazon. First off, the brand new Dolly Rats. This one's going to be hard to see because it's got a shiny silver cover. It's a brand new one called Night Owls. And there's the band. Well, it's actually a husband and wife duo with an added drummer, and I don't think they have the same drummer all the time. See if you can get a better. And there they are. There they are in the inner sleeve with the lyrics. Came in yellow vinyl. And I originally was, I'm sort of bummed that I ordered this from Amazon, but I originally was going to order it from their site and get it, because you could get them autographed. but by the time you added like the extra $30 for the postage, it came to 69 US dollars. So that works out to somewhere around 85, $90 Canadian. And I couldn't do it. So I figured I'd go without the autograph for $40 Canadian with no delivery fee. And also got this one from Amazon because I've never seen this one before, but I saw it on Amazon. It's the Groovy Ghoulies. They're traveling with my amp, and they're another horror rock punk pop kind of band. And whenever I can find any of their stuff on vinyl, which is really hard to find and sometimes quite expensive, but this one I got for a decent price. So I grabbed it. And this is a reissue. I think it just came out in the last couple of years. And maybe even this year, even. Because I know the original, I think the original had a different cover than this. But glad I got that one. Groovy Ghoulies. And the last one from Amazon, and I haven't even opened this one. It's still in the shrink. It's Rory Gallagher's newest one called All Around Man, live in London. And I believe it's 2 different shows that he recorded in London on his 1990 UK tour. I think the hype sticker says something about that. Oh, features 23 previously unreleased recordings from the 1990 UK tour. So it's a 3 LP set. And once again, I was going to buy this from Edmonton, a seller in Edmonton. But I had to, as much as I don't like ordering from Amazon that much, it was like $15 cheaper, so I had to go that route. But anyways, glad I got it. Haven't listened to it yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Rory Gallagher. 3 LP live set, live from London. And lastly, got some stuff from Japan. I found out about some of this stuff from another guy on YouTube. Don't know his name. I don't think I've ever seen his name anywhere or heard him mention his name in any of his videos. But it's called the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. And I'll try and put a link for him plus Near Wild Heaven in the bottom there, so check both of them out. He just got back from Japan. He went to a big Halloween show in Japan that happens every year, I guess, called the Halloween Ball, and it's 2 days long, has a whole shitload of Japanese bands playing for 2 days, and there's so much going on. I think he said that each band only plays for like 20 or 30 minutes because there's so many bands. But anyways, I've been watching his videos. He did a bunch of videos of him shopping at record stores in Japan, and then he did 2 videos of both days of the Halloween ball, where he shot some of the bands, and then he was at a couple of pre-show shows where he shot those too. But anyways, this is a band that he'd been talking about. He did previously to this his trip to Japan. He had been doing some videos showing Japanese singles and Japanese garage rock stuff that he got, and he highly recommended these guys, Mad 3, and so I picked up some stuff from Time Bomb Records in Japan, a record shop that he recommended. They also have a label, and so I got these, and he shot their set at the Halloween Ball, and it just blew me away. They were so awesome. And this band it's an instrumental band. and they play a variety of kind of styles instrumentally. They do garage rock, they do punk rock, they do rockabilly, they do hard rock. So I wanted to get a couple of things from them. I was looking for some LPs that he had recommended on one of his videos, and there was a couple other LPs I was looking for too that he had recommended. But unfortunately, every one of the LPs I was wanted to order, they were out of stock on. But I did get this. This is the Mad 3, the Hate Man 10-inch mini album. There's 3 songs on each side. I love this. These guys are great. And there was, like I said, there was a couple of albums by them that I was looking for, but they were all sold out. So what I got was this CD, Mad 3, and it's called Rock and Roll Undead. And it's a 2 LP or 2 CD compilation of sort of a best of. There's one of their logos. And there's the inside sleeve with all the track listings there. Lots of great instrumental stuff on this thing. Too bad I couldn't get the vinyl for it though. But I did find some Japanese singles. This is a band called the High Marts that he highly recommended. I guess I should have taken these things out of the sleeve. This is their latest single. The album, they just put out an album which he recommended, but I couldn't get it because they were out of stock. So I got this, and it's also, I'm not sure if this is, it's supposed to be from a soundtrack from a film that Rock and Jelly Bean did. He also did the artwork. He does great artwork. I've been trying to pick up some of his singles with his artwork on, but they're hard to come by. So there's the 45. Then I also got this, the Go Devils. I don't know much about these gals, but I like the picture. These tough rockin' chicks, all girl Japanese band. But the reason I got this is for this song, Get Off the Road, because the Cramps did a version of it that I really like. And they have another song on the B-side, so looking forward to that one. And non-Japanese, this isn't even a Japanese release, but that's one of my favorite bands, the Super Suckers. So I picked this up. It's Saddle Tramp is the A side, and Poor is the B side. There they are in the back. So glad I got that. Another band that whenever I can find any of their stuff, I think I've got all their albums, but trying to find some of their singles, and there is a couple of early albums from them that I'm still trying to get. I saw one in Edmonton. It was like an early compilation of stuff, a 2 LP set, but they wanted $80 for it. So I'm hoping next time they have a sale there, I'll be able to get it cheaper if it's still around, hopefully. And the last thing that I got from Time Bomb Records in Japan was another CD. The band's called Nylon. Don't know anything about them. There's the back. Still, I haven't even opened it to listen to it. But the reason I picked that up was in the description of the band, although it was mostly in Japanese. So, but 2 words were in English: The Jam and Dr. Feelgood. So I'm hoping they were saying that that's what they sound like, because Dr. Feelgood is one of my favorite pub rock bands, and I also really like The Jam. So I gotta take some time and crack this open and give it a listen. And it was cheap. I think I only paid, it says 550 yen on the price tag, but it was $6. So I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. And I hope I'll be able to order some more stuff from them. Hopefully some of the LPs that I was looking for, some of the Mad 3 and the High Marts. I was actually on their site the other day, and the High Marts they have back in stock. But hopefully I'll be able to pick up some more Mad 3 vinyl, because I really, really like those guys. They're quite amazing. And I believe the leader of the band, the guitar player, is called, what's his name? Now I forget. Anyways, he apparently he used to play in the 5, 6, 7, 8s, and now he's in this band. What's his name? It's here somewhere. I can't read it. The printing's so small. Anyways, and I think early on when they first started, Guitar Wolf, another well-known Japanese rock guitarist, was in the band. I don't think he's on this thing, because it doesn't tell you who's on it. And they also have a new one out, a brand new one called Monster, I think it's called. It's just a 7-inch, and it comes with a CD and a DVD. And I saw a video from it, and there's actually vocals on that one. But it's pricey. It was like $31. Although you do get, like I said, a 7-inch, a CD, and a DVD. So next time I order, I'll probably pick that up. So anyways, I hope you liked what you saw here. If you did, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get told when I do another video, which should be soon. Just to let you know, if you're in the Saskatoon area, coming up this Saturday coming up, November 18th, I will be in Saskatoon at the big Lion Super Duper Flea Market. It's a huge flea market, although it's mostly antiques and crafts and stuff, but there will be me. I'll have a booth there selling vinyl, plus some music magazines this time around, some comics, and some toys. So if you're in Saskatoon on Saturday, November 18th, stop by, check it out, come and say hello. There'll be some other, I know there'll be some other record vendors there. There's usually a handful of them besides me. So anyways, once again, I hope you enjoyed it. So stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.